Hail mighty warriors and powerful wizards, and welcome to my playthrough of Eschalon Book 1. This is a game that came out not too long ago, copyright 2007-2008. I believe it's kind of a spiritual successor a little bit to the Ultima series, or it's a throwback to it. It's supposed to be an old school RPG. It's pretty fun. It's about 5-6 hours long, 6-7 hours or so. I really enjoy this game, really like it a lot. I've done a few playthroughs of my own, and I haven't seen very much of this game online. So I'm going to teach you guys what this game is all about. We're going to have some fun, hopefully. So here's the character creation screen. As you see, it's pretty basic. You got your name, title. This is created based on your origin, axiom, and class that you pick. Gender, we are of course male. And you have stats over here. Some stats are important for you depending on what class you're going and stuff. You have some dice. You can reroll your stats as much as you want. They're random between numbers 7 and 14, I believe. Yeah. So you have extra attribute points, so when you're satisfied with your roll, you can raise and lower stuff. So, can't lower it less than what it was rolled though. So, if you get like a bunch of concentration, you don't want it, you can't get rid of it. You just have to roll over and over again. So, I'll go ahead and explain a little bit about the origin and axiom and class system. And then I'll go ahead and show you what I'm going to play as. So I'll name my character, pick some of my skills, and then do my rolling off screen, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So let's start with the origin. So the idea behind the origin is to flesh out your character a little bit. I believe it doesn't really have any impact on the game, like no one will refer to you as a Kessian if you pick one, but you do get certain stats depending on what you pick. So we'll start from the top. The Norlander. Now, the Norlander receives +2 endurance and +1 concentration. He has some little bio there if you want to pause and read it. Be my guest. I'm really bad at reading stuff. I'm dyslexic and ADD, so it kind of sucks when I have to read aloud. I'm going to still try and read most of the stuff aloud for you guys, but I'll probably stutter a lot. So, but I'll read like what I'm going to pick and then dialogue in the game. So there's the Norlander. If you want to pause and read it, be my guest. But it gives you 2 endurance and 1 concentration. I believe this is the Baron? I don't know. This one gives you +2 speed and +1 strength. This is the Rifter. This is the one I'm going to pick. He gives you +2 perception and +1 wisdom. The Therish gives you +2 concentration and +1 dexterity. And I believe I went the Kessian, the +2 wisdom and 1 intellect. So the Rifter. Rifters hail from the Great Rift Zone of the Undersouth, a geologically active area that has been torn into deep valleys and soaring cliffs. Covered in a thick forest, Rifters are of slight build and are seldom seen outside the protection of their woods. They are known to be very magically inclined and claim to have spiritual connection with the land. They receive a +2 perception and +1 wisdom bonus. So that is what I'm going to pick. I am a Rifter. So the axiom. The axiom gives you 1 benefit and 1 drawback, basically. Not in stats, but in something different. So I'll just go ahead and kind of touch on what they are. And again, if you want to pause and read the entire bio, you can. So we'll start at the very top. These people up here, they are immune to the effects of curses. But there's a drawback to being immune to the effects of curse. They're also immune to blessings and healings from clerics. So if you get injured of them, you gotta use your potions, and if you get curses, or not curses, and you can't get blessed, so it's okay. The Druidic Faith. So the Druidic Faith, if you go with them, you regain hit points and mana points faster when you're outside, but when you're in dungeons, it's slower, so it's okay. Virtuous. The Virtuous, they can cast the spell Bless without the need of the divination skill. However, they are much more susceptible to curses when in the presence of what they perceive as great evil. It can be okay, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I've never picked this for anything. The bless spell is meh. It's not that great at level 1, I guess. I think, well, actually, I think the blesses levels are only duration based, which I'll get into that later, but I don't know. I don't really see this being much useful for anything, but I don't know. It might be something I don't know. So, Nefarious. So the Nefarious, if you pick this, you have a 5% chance on any attack to deliver malice damage, an increase in damage gained by the use of savage and cruel combat techniques. However, they are immune to the effects of healing from clerics and priests. So again, if you're playing these guys, you're not going to be able to use your divination skill to heal you, nor can you go back to town and ask the local priest to heal you. You're going to have to make camp or use a potion, which isn't too bad at all. So I'm going to go ahead and pick this. It fits me pretty well, and this one has no like superpower and no flaw in it, so it's balanced basically. So this person generally believes in some sort of higher power on a personal level, but balances this belief with observable truths and grounded ideals. Being generally balanced, they receive neither bonus nor penalties. So, sounds cool. I'm going to go with that. These are your class, or these are the classes. The only thing they really do is give you one starting skill. So I'll show you. Like if I pick fighter, down here, I get swords. If I pick rogue, I get picklocks. Magic user, I get arcane elemental. Healer, arcane divination. Ranger, weapon, bows. So I'll go ahead and scroll over them a little bit if you want to read them. You can do that. So the fighter, he starts with swords. He's going to kick your butt in melee combat. The rogue, I guess rogues are loners. Oh, that kind of fits me. I'm a loner, but I don't know. I'm not, or I don't steal things. So, so they start with picklock, which is okay. You can bash open most chests with your face, so you don't need really picklocks, but it does help. Magic users. So you know they're the wizards. They have magical talents. They blow you up, shoot fireballs at you, stuff like that. I guess apparently the adept magic user is both feared and respected by even the mightiest warrior. Usually warriors don't like dress-wearing people, but okay. Healers. This is what I'm gonna be. I'm a healer. So I guess my title is a thurgist. That's fine. I wish I was like a cleric. I think you'd be that. That's a cleric. Okay. So I'm gonna be a healer. Healers are people who promote the restoration of life. This doesn't simply imply that a healer is opposed to taking life when necessary. Sometimes a few must die to save the lives of many. Some healers work through the use of divination and spiritual faith, while others live by the sword, insisting that healing cannot begin until the decay has first been cut out. Healer starts with a divination skill. So that is the class I'm going to pick. I want the divination skill. It is pretty good, so I'll pick that. The other class is Ranger. So I guess I'll read this one, it's pretty short. Rangers are scouts and protectors of their homelands. They are unequaled hunters and survivalists. They fight hand-to-hand in combat only when needed, preferring guerrilla tactics and ranged weapons to win battles. The Rangers start with the bow skill. So, bows are pretty good from what I've seen in other playthroughs of this game, but I have not personally really used them. So, I mean, I'd rather use magic for my long-range stuff, just because I don't have to buy arrows all the time. I just use mana, and mana is really easy to regenerate at high end game. So, yeah. So that's a little intro to this game. You all know who I am, so I am Hosen. I wanted to look for a game where I could have some party companions and follow me and stuff, but I realized I don't really have that many games with party companions. It seems that Hosen walks a lonely path. So, bringing justice wherever it need be. I'm gonna go ahead and pick the Fabio picture too. I think that's cool. It'll be Fabio. Do you guys want to be Fabio? You be Fabio. I don't know what looks like me the most. Maybe that guy, because I'm kind of angry all the time. That's kind of my hair color, at least. Nah, let's be Fabio. That's cool. So when we come back, I'll have my skills pick. I'll explain why. I can go over the skills too in the next video as well. So here's all the skills. I'll kind of go in and explain what they do. They're pretty easy. I'll go over what each stat does as well. And yeah, we'll go like that. So in the next video, I'll have all this picked out, and I'll do some reading for you guys, and then we'll jump into the game. So hope to see you there.